What up? Facebook Live for the first time. Drinking my bulletproof coffee. This is tight. Screw with my computer here for a minute. What up, Facebook? How do we find out if there's views? There's 7 viewers. Okay. We're going to start in like 2 minutes, guys. Start talking about all this stuff. All right. What do we got on? 8 viewers. What do we got on? 8 viewers. All right. All right. All right, hold on. Will you video recording? Sweet. Welcome to my very first motherfucking Facebook Live, Facebook. So what we're going to talk about today is injury recovery and stem cell production. So every one of us has stem cells in the body. We actually have 4 different types of stem cells in the body. Stem cells are responsible for creating every tissue, every piece of everything in the body. So without stem cells and without the production of them, we can't recover effectively. So it goes back to like we are what we eat, right? So if you're sticking shit in your body, you're sticking processed food in your body, you're eating McDonald's, your body is not going to have the nutrients to heal itself. But really what I want to talk about is there's no permanent injury. So 6 different doctors told me I'd walk with a cane for the rest of my life. They said I had permanent damage and I'm obviously in great shape. So we can heal anything with proper nutrition in time. Any mental illness, any injury, there is no permanent injury, even degenerative arthritis. So anything like that. So I want to cover a couple things before we get into the actual formula that we're going to be using. And the first thing is the mindset aspect of healing. So to heal, you guys, you have to take personal responsibility for your health. You have to fucking make a decision that you are going to do what is best for your body and heal it once and for all. So if you guys don't make a decision on, but there's no audio? What? No, I think there's audio. So, we have to make a decision, and the first step is taking personal responsibility, and you have to fucking commit and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to heal. You also have to have a lot of belief. Due to fMRI technology, we are learning more about the human brain now than ever before, and we are proving that we can change our cellular structure and our DNA code with our fucking mind. That means that your mind is the single greatest tool in achieving anything that you do in life. The other thing is, traditionally, when we go to the hospital, it's like we break a foot, bed rest, right? The body doesn't heal unless we're moving. We need to create blood flow. We need to create oxygen into the muscles. The body doesn't recover sedentary. It recovers when we move. So active recovery is huge. If you are recovering from any injury, you want to be doing active recovery. Yoga is a great form of active recovery. There's also like a light jog. That's active recovery. Not enough to stress the body, just enough to promote blood flow and circulation. That's what you're going for. We could go into HGH levels. Improving HGH production in the body is really, really important when healing the body. It's, okay, yeah, she hears me, perfect. So it's really, really important when we are healing the body, but I talk about HGH all the time. So if you guys want to heal the body, go look at HGH production, how to do that. Infrared saunas, phenylated GABA, MK677 are just a few of the ways that I improve my HGH. Sleep. Well, we produce HGH when we sleep, and if you're not getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep at night, you're not effectively recovering. If you are one of those people that sleeps 4 or 5 hours a night, then you are not recovering the way that you should. So you got the mindset aspect. You got to believe that you're going to heal, right? So I believe that I was going to build this business. I believe that I was going to come back from injuries they said I wasn't, and I did. So that is the first part, boosting GH. So this is some good shit. So let's see. So basically we've discovered through exercise, and this is the active recovery, that through exercise it actually affects the behavior of our stem cells in the muscle. And while stem cells don't actually produce new muscle tissue post-exercise. What stem cells do is they allow other cells to produce and regenerate new tissue. So everybody has stem cells in the body, but stem cells need growth factors to work effectively. So to regrow any tissue, we need growth factors. And so we're going to go into a lot of those growth factors and what those are. So I'm a huge fan of stacking all the cards in your favor in the deck. So I didn't recover from my injuries because I did one or two things right. I don't look the way that I do because I did one or two things right. I didn't build the business I did because I did one or two things right. I did what I did because I did as many things as right as possible. And this is what I teach my clients. We got 25 different little things that they can do throughout the day to speed their metabolism and everything. So if you are going to regenerate the body, by the way, with this formula that I've given, there's been a case study of a guy regrowing a finger. You can regrow body parts. It's just like stem cells. The same shit that people are going to Europe to have these transplants done, and they're paying tens of thousands of dollars. And this formula isn't cheap. It's probably going to be about $350, $400 a month for you to create this kind of repair in the body. First thing that we want to do is we want to go get the big aloe vera leaves, like the real aloe vera leaves. You want to cut that sucker open, and you want to put the insides in a smoothie. A ton of it. Why do we do this? Well, because aloe vera has been shown to increase fibroblast production by 6 to 8%. Fibroblasts are basically what your spine is made out of. And so it's really, really beneficial. Colostrum so I mix all this in a drink. Colostrum is another one. Colostrum has 87 growth factors. So we've got all these stem cells, and we've produced all these stem cells in the body, right? Well, how the fuck do we get them to grow? We get them to grow with growth factors. The more growth factors that we can put into the body, the better. Chlorella and spirulina also enhance stem cell production because those have growth factors in them. And so chlorella and spirulina are two of the things that go in the drink, the interplay of aloe vera and colostrum. Insulin growth factor 1, the precursor to HGH, IGF-1. That is incredibly beneficial to take as well. I take it in the morning and at night. Perfect aminos, Perfect Amino XP. So our body can't repair if we are deficient in any essential amino acids. So we have 8 different essential amino acids in the body. 8. And everything in the body is created of these 8 essential amino acids. For instance, insulin is 68 different essential amino acids stacked on top of each other. When there is a depletion, so in everybody that's been tested, less than 3% of people that have been tested are actually shown to be abundant in all 8 essential amino acids. If we are missing one of the key building blocks to the body, it is going to be very difficult for the body to repair. I take a supplement called Perfect Amino XP. I take 30 grams of it a day. It keeps me anabolic in a fasted state, and it keeps my body repairing. Ironman athletes swear by it. It is fucking amazing. So there's a couple other things you can do outside of the drink. Well, let's go to the rest of the stuff in the drink. Grass-fed collagen. Our tissues and muscle, our body has so much collagen in it. We got to get collagen in the body. Another thing that you can do to repair collagen is dose on vitamin C. I'm not a big fan of mega dosing on vitamin C. I'm talking maybe 5 to 6 grams throughout the day, maybe separated in 3 different doses, 2 different doses. So vitamin C is really, really beneficial. Also, zinc and selenium are really important to put in there. So selenium, where can you find it? You can find selenium in Brazil nuts. Selenium is one of those tough minerals to find in the body, but Brazil nuts have them. And then zinc. So after you start to recover and you start to repair a little bit, self-massage is really beneficial for increasing blood flow. Now, I know I'm talking about a ton of stuff, you guys. It's stacking the cards in your favor. You're not going to come back from an injury that somebody tells you you're not going to come back without doing a million things correct. So those are a couple of cryotherapy, really, really beneficial for recovery. So if you guys have access to cryotherapy, do it. Infrared sauna boosts GH levels by up to 200%. Super amazing. If you have an infrared sauna, get in one. If you have access to one, go find out how to implement that into your routine. It's also amazing for detoxing heavy metals out of the body. So the drink, again, is the inner fillet of aloe vera, colostrum, chlorella, and spirulina. We are going to go into phytoplankton. So chlorella and spirulina are algae. Phytoplankton is a microalgae. So phytoplankton is like the bottom of all whole foods, bottom of nitrogen. It's got like a really oily thing, and it just proves that it's got so much effective fats in it that help heal our body. There's been over 25 cases of people who had cancer and took phytoplankton and are still alive today. Don't want to say cure. So what else is phytoplankton beneficial for? Reoxygenates the body. It's responsible for 90% of photosynthesis according to NASA. Phytoplankton is amazing. So it creates so much natural energy in the body. They actually made a biodegradable fuel off phytoplankton. It was like a 45% phytoplankton, 65% jet fuel, and they flew a Boeing 747 with 181 passengers on this motherfucker. If it can fly a jumbo jet, imagine what it can do inside your body. There are people on this call that I've recommended the phytoplankton to that swear by it. I also put chaga mushrooms and reishi in this drink. So reishi mushroom is incredibly beneficial for the immune system. It's incredibly beneficial. It's like I like to think of it as a little fucking SWAT team that gets deployed in your body and just murks all disease and bacteria. Well, it stacks up on each other. So the longer that you take reishi mushroom, the more beneficial that it is. Chaga. You guys Google chaga and cancer. It's like freaking amazing. But these have a lot of the nutrients that our body needs. Also, magnesium is really important. I would get a couple different forms of magnesium that you're taking internally, and then also magnesium oil. So if you have an injury, if it's your shoulder, if it's your hip, it's your knee, you need to be rubbing magnesium oil on that on a daily fucking basis. Ancient Minerals, I believe it's called, Ancient Minerals sells a really good topical magnesium. Body doesn't heal when we have inflammation in the body. So what can we do to strip inflammation in the body? Listen, you guys, if you're fucking eating sugar and you're eating carbohydrates and you're eating burgers, none of this shit's gonna work. I don't care how much of this stuff you drink, that if you're not actually getting proper nutrition into the body, when we're injured, we need to get massive, massive amounts of nutrition in the body. It's so important. So if you're eating cheeseburgers, this formula isn't gonna work. It's about stacking everything correctly. Cordyceps are beneficial, but I don't usually put them in this formula. So that is how we improve stem cell production in the body. Growth factors is what we use to create stems. Though we allow those stem cells to create new tissues in our body. Everything in your body is created of stem cells. Your fingernails. And the cool thing about stem cells is they can be used to produce any tissue in the body. So everything. And so we can repair anything if we do this correctly. That is why that's why people are spending so much money to go over to Europe. So that is it in a nutshell. I am developing a PDF that has all this information in it. It comes attached to an article. I'm going to upload it on my blog site when it's finished, probably going to be in about 48 hours. And the whole formula will be there, and the amount that you guys want to put in. If you are trying to avoid surgery, you can do it. You can speed up healing in the body by 300%. Again, it starts with beliefs. And after I've said all this stuff about the nutritional stuff that we can do, the single most important thing in your recovery is positive affirmations. You get the fuck up and look in the mirror and you tell yourself and you tell your body that you're healing on a daily basis. Every single day until you're convinced. Record an audio track of you talking about how wonderful your body is, how healed it is. Convince the mind that you're healing, and you will heal regardless of this external shit that you do. But if you're not at a place where you believe the mind is capable of that, totally understand. I was once there. This formula will work. And so I'm going to cover the formula one more time, and I'm going to open it up for questions. The inner fillet of aloe vera. which increase human fibroblasts by 6 to 8 times. Colostrum, which has 87 growth factors in it. Chlorella and spirulina, which enhance stem cell production. Now we get the growth factors to get the stem cells to do what we want them to do. IGF-1 is another amazing growth factor. Perfect aminos, 30 grams a day. If you are deficient in any essential amino acid, the body does not have the main building blocks to repair. So it's incredibly beneficial. Almost every person that's ever done athlete, I see Katie's on here, Sean has done Ironmans. He is, I bet $1 million that he's deficient in some EAAs. So the Perfect Amino supplements, like $40. It's really, really important. Grass-fed collagen. Curcumin, which will strip inflammation out of the body. If we have a bunch of disease and infection is created in inflammation, so anytime that we're going to heal the body, we want to strip inflammation. Diet is really important. If you are eating foods that are creating inflammation in the body, grains, dairy, things that are creating stress in your GI tract, that is very, very important. Another thing with pain and recovery is they're finding out that most pain comes from GI distress. They're finding out that most issues in the body come from GI distress. If you guys have been eating a lifetime of processed foods, if you have been eating a lifetime of shit and you are trying to repair, first thing that I recommend anybody do is go on a 60-day gut cleanse. If you're not going to the bathroom every time that you eat, you're not regular. You're not regular. You're not. I'm super excited to say that I'm doing that for the first time in my life because my gut's fucking super healthy. That is what's in the drink. Chaga mushroom and reishi as well. Zinc and selenium can be taken as tablets, pills, supplements. Cryotherapy, vitamin C, 5 to 6 grams a day. Do it 3 times. Break it up to 3 times throughout the day. So 2 grams 3 times a day, and that will help repair the collagen in your body. That's it. Let's see if they got any questions. Any of you guys got any questions? I think we get 30 minutes. You guys want to know anything else? Can I spell out some of... What do you want me to spell out, Jonathan? I don't see any questions, dude. So, I don't really have anything to talk about. Other than that, I wanted to just deliver that value. You can heal the body from any injury, anything. It does take a little bit of time, but not as much time as you guys think. I'm typing, Shannon, I'm typing, hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. I see. Oh, plantar fascia. Mobility exercises with a band. So I would click foot mobility exercises, and you can do different stretches with a band to strengthen it. Also, training barefoot recruits 33% more muscle fiber in the actual foot. So anytime that we can build muscle in any part of the body, we are going to take less pain off the joints and the bones. So I have used this forever. I had massive amounts of foot pain from arthritis and gout in my left foot. It was like nails stepping in it. So I started running barefoot and squatting barefoot, and anytime that I was doing weighted exercise where I had basically weight on my full body, I was doing it barefoot. Within 2 or 3 months of doing that, all my foot pain went away. The other thing that if you guys are in a lot of pain, the number one thing I recommend to my clients is a book called Foundation Training by Dr. Eric Goodman, brilliant doctor out of Santa Barbara, that created a series of yoga poses and movements that works the posterior chain as a singular unit. Now, when this chain learns to work as a singular unit and we work the inner posterior muscles, it actually straightens the spine out and relieves massive amounts of pain. So back pain, elbow pain, knee pain, foot pain, you strengthen your posterior chain and the pain goes away. Dr. Eric Goodman, Foundation Training. Bicep tear, keep getting close to heal. Should you avoid upper body? So this is where active recovery comes in. So to heal your bicep, you want to get blood flow to the bicep. We want to eliminate inflammation. So curcumin is really, really beneficial, which is the active ingredient in turmeric. You should be doing some active recovery. So what you want to do is you want to exercise the part of the body that's injured without causing stress in the body. So if you can do like some really light band work and it's okay. If it is still torn, you're going to have to use your best judgment. Movement is when we heal though. So I would absolutely, without a doubt, do some form of movement. I would also be running sprints if you can use your lower body. Sprints are going to increase the amount of HGH in your body. HGH repairs muscle, tissue, organs at a much faster rate than we would without it. So Google HGH production, natural HGH production. You guys can find a ton of information on that online. Some good stuff out there. All right.
Miss Shannon's question.
Shannon, if I have phytoplankton, do I need spirulina and chlorophyll? Yeah, if you want to heal. Yep. Because what phytoplankton has in it, it's basically spirulina and chlorella have the growth factors, chlorella growth factor that we want in the body to heal tissue. So we do. Now, if you only had to take one, I recommend phytoplankton, but for in this case and creating this concoction, these are the things that we want to do that have been shown. And by the way, none of this is fucking medical science. None of this is science. These are things and secrets that have been passed on by Navy SEALs and experts and athletes because we got sick and fucking tired of taking the doctors, you're just going to be like this for life way of it, right? And so it's amazing, and we've actually shown that we have been able to do this. And I've seen some remarkable stories about doctors saying, hey, look, like you're fucked. And then people take shit into their own hands. They use positive affirmations. They have a belief in doing this. And then all of a sudden, they're healing things that the doctors told them they couldn't heal. Remarkable stuff. Basketball bin sprinting. All right, well, to mimic HGH injections, high intensity boosts HGH production, but to mimic injections, which is a 771% increase, we want to do a very specific type of interval training that has been studied at length that is shown to actually mimic these injections. So there is nothing more powerful than doing 30-second sprints with 90-second breaks for 8 rounds. That has been shown to produce the most GH of any workout in the body. For this reason, they actually cannot test Olympic sprint athletes for HGH. About 10 years ago, there was this big hoopla like Michael Johnson, Usain Bolt, and all of them, we got to take their fucking gold medals away. They're all using HGH. Then we started this is when we started to discover that by doing these sprint workouts, we're actually increasing the amount of GH the body produces. So if you look at sprinters versus marathon runners, they're fucking jacked. Like sprinters are some of the most ripped athletes in the world. They look like that because of the hormones coursing through their body. HGH will also reverse the aging process. High intensity shortens these things called telomeres, and telomeres are responsible for aging. Okay, does impact on your joints keep them healthy, like running? No, impact on your joints doesn't keep them healthy. No, impact kills your joints. So if you have bad joints, I would try to get as little impact as possible. So if you have bad joints, I would say maybe a bike Running on a track is also going to be less impact than running on pavement. Running on grass, if you can find a flat enough field. I like to run in grass barefoot. That is my favorite. Or the beach. If you have access to a beach, there's probably no best way I've ever done sprints is sprinting on a beach in soft sand. Sweet. Well, I think we got a couple more minutes if anybody has any questions. This is fun, dude. Facebook Live's the shit, huh?
Yeah, just said 5 minutes left.
We got 5 minutes left. What do you guys want me to go live about next? I was thinking about doing something on vaginal weightlifting for all you ladies out there. It's every woman's right to be able to shoot ping pong balls out of pussy, right? No? No? People like this fucking guy.
It's tasty.
What's the best way to strengthen your shoulders? Jonathan, are you talking about aesthetics? Are you talking about being able to press more weight? Or are you talking about recovery and strengthening the shoulders? Like rotator cuff stuff. I'll give you another minute here, Jonathan. Like, I'm not sure, volleyball swings. You want to strengthen your shoulders for volleyball swings? Where most people fuck up with their shoulders, they do too much. Our shoulders respond to less weight than any other muscle in the body. So, like, for instance, maybe a normal workout, like legs or arms or something, would be an hour. I never work the shoulders longer than 30 minutes. You're going to want to Google basically muscle or exercises that strengthen the rotator cuff. So where most people go wrong is they strengthen the shoulder without doing the little movements that strengthen the rotator cuff. So there's like Z curls, which are like this, and you like raise like that. You can go across your body like this to get that movement in there. But if you are focused on strengthening your muscle for hitting a volleyball, you're using fast twitch muscle fibers. So if you train heavy and slow, you're going to be heavy and slow. You want to do explosive movements. So I would find a way to mimic that same motion with maybe a pulley and some weight and get some resistance on it and create that same motion to work fast twitch fibers. You must be going 5 to 10 times faster than to activate fast twitch fibers than slow twitch fibers. And then 15 times faster to activate super fast twitch muscle fibers. Train the muscles that you want to use. If you're hitting a volleyball, you're using fast twitch fibers.
Miss Amanda.
Okay. Amanda, I'm coming to you. I have a ton of leg pain from vague disease and pregnancy. Is the pain just in one spot? And do you know what it's from?
You got 2
Vein
minutes.
disease? TENS unit is my favorite thing for instant pain relief. So a TENS unit is a little unit with electrical shocker thing, and you put it on, and it basically kills the signals that send pain to the brain. So it's not actually going to fix the problem, but it will take you out of pain. In moments when I have flare-ups of pain, I use a TENS unit. You can get one on Amazon for about $40. Other than that, we'll be working on that, Amanda, and we'll be getting you doing the foundation training. And then I want to know more about what's going on and what kind of pain you're experiencing.
1 minute. Donna asked about mindset.
I know. Yeah, mindset's everything, Donna. Positive affirmations are the best way to change your beliefs. Speaking things into your life. Also just the belief that you can. So, again, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. Peace out. Peace out, my dudes. Oh, yeah, this is Tyson James Lee, reminding each and every one of you, be about that fucking action, boss!